record this. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Thought Leadership Branding Club live stream. We are now going live on the Thought Leadership Branding Club company page on LinkedIn. We're also live streaming across a couple other places, including my Twitter page, as well as a couple of my Facebook pages. So there you go. But we're all here. We're going to talk about, we're excited to kind of share what Thought Leadership Branding Club is doing for Clubhouse and for social audio in general, and helping business and brands get to that next level of thought leadership. And so what I want to do is first off, get the meeting going, and we're going to actually share a slide with all of you too around what we're doing, who we are. So a little bit about myself. My name is Bobby Omar. I'm a professional speaker by trade. For the last 15 years, I've been speaking all around the world. I've done over 1,000 workshops and keynotes on topics like thought leadership, personal branding, storytelling, digital marketing, authentic networking, and things like that. And during the pandemic, I pivoted to doing more coaching programs, and then I found Clubhouse. I was like, wow, social audio is amazing. And I was very excited to see how awesome it was. So then when clubs rolled out, we started doing LinkedIn Mastery, and then I started launching the Thought Leadership Brand Club. I started inviting people to come in and do rooms, and I would support them and their growth on the platform. And it's been just an amazing whirlwind ever since. Now we have some amazing people who run rooms. We have amazing people who lead the team. And so with that, I thought we'd introduce some of the leadership team to you. And if you are engaging on LinkedIn, and I better get my phone ready so I can see where we're actually live streaming on LinkedIn, because I need to get on there. Let's see. Then we can look at your questions. You guys can share questions. We're going to share a bit about what we're doing, what we've done this year to celebrate our successes. And we're also going to talk about what are we doing in the future. So it's going to be pretty darn exciting. So that I'm pretty thrilled about that. So, oops. Okay, here we go. All right. So with that, let me open it up to Melanie. Melanie, please introduce yourself and share kind of what you're doing with the club.
Well, my name is Melanie Mitchell. I am a recruiter, and I was a former recruiter for 20 years, and now I'm a career coach. And with TLB, I actually found TLB on Clubhouse about mid-March, after I finally got onto Clubhouse, and have been a part of it since. And on the leadership team, I am responsible for all the social media content. So everything that you see on our LinkedIn company page and our Instagram, and getting ready to be able to, expand that with providing more clips and replays, and, as we expand as well. So I'm excited to be here. Media content. So everything that you see.
Awesome. And let's introduce Lynn Williams. Go ahead.
Hey everyone, my name is Lynn Williams, and I wear 3 basic hats. I write ATS resumes and LinkedIn profiles for job seekers. I run a career education nonprofit. So we have lots and lots of speakers to do professional development. And I'm working on my doctoral dissertation on the topic of LinkedIn for job seekers. I got on Clubhouse in January and got involved with the leadership team after probably about March. And then I actually started a room on Clubhouse in April. And I've been running that every Friday since then. What I do on the leadership team is I take notes, and I don't know, I'm just all kinds of things that are operations related. Happy to dive in and love this community. So thank you.
Yeah, Lynn does just about everything. So she does a lot of stuff. It's great. Actually, you'll find that a lot of us on the team, we all do a whole wide range of things, which is kind of fun. Roy, go ahead and then please share your introduction.
Thank you so much. My name is Roy Kowalski. I'm based in Sydney, Australia, so I'm on the other side of the world. That's the beauty of these kind of platforms, is that we're actually working alongside each other from different parts of the world. So I've got a business called Out There Branding, and I'm a marketing and branding specialist. I assist medium-sized companies through my experience of working with MasterCard, Google, YouTube, and LinkedIn with their marketing and branding product strategies. I came across the Thought Leadership Branding Club through Bobby, and it's been an absolute revelation First of all, working with these incredible individuals as a team. The amount of experience, knowledge, enthusiasm, passion that comes through has made it very, very easy to be part of this. And I'm very, very privileged to have been asked to step up to the leadership team, and I look after partnerships and sponsorships. And what that means is we're trying to show that there's a lot of value belonging to the Thought Leadership Branding Club. And the kind of things that we're doing is we're going to showcase some of the leaders in the Thought Leadership Branding Club through some tips that they will share in the form of a PDF. So any new members that come aboard or any existing members will have access to this free information from experts. And I'm thrilled to be part of this group. I do have a club, a room that I run under the TLB. It's called Business Resilience, and it has a lot to do with how we manage our resilience, coming back from setbacks, coming back over challenges, getting through obstacles. But probably the most important thing is the fact that this is an incredible community run by really serious-minded people that care about each other.
Awesome. Thanks so much for that. That was great. And we have a couple of members of our inner circle of lead moderators. And so I'd love for them to just introduce themselves too. So Ken, why don't you introduce yourself? Say hello.
Okay, Bobby, I feel like I'm crashing the party. I guess I was a little overzealous being on with all you great leaders here, but maybe I can give that new member perspective. I am Ken Scher. I'm a career coach and executive coach, and I just had my second room last night. And I would say to anybody listening, it is an amazing community. Every person I meet is as impressive as the last. And the incredible help and support I've gotten in the 2 weeks is unbelievable. I feel like I've been in the group forever, the way people treat me and support me. Last night I had a bit of a nightmare where my phone just wasn't working for me. So I had quite an adventure, but thankfully there were, again, TLB members that just were there for me. And it's an amazing group, very smart people, very savvy people, and also really good, helpful people. So I'm glad to be part of the group. Sorry to crash the leadership team here, but I feel like I'm in good company at least. Thank you.
No problem. And while we're here, let's hear from Kowalski. Kowalski, go ahead and share. I know it's really early over there, but are you able to talk?
Yes, and I'm so sorry for not turning on my camera because
Okay.
I just happened to have woken up. It's like 5:40 right now. But yes, I'm so happy to be here and especially amongst the leadership team, because you guys have been not only hosting rooms, but coaching everyone on how they can start off on their own room. So I think this is an amazing, amazing group and really glad to be a part of it. Thank you, Bobby.
Awesome. And I'd also like to introduce another one of our leadership team members. It's Leanne. Leanne, hello. You want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hey, Bobby. Yes. Hello, everybody. Congratulations on 1 year of TLB, Bobby and everyone. Just a great year. I've just really enjoyed being a part of this community, especially a part of the Monday LinkedIn Mastery team, which I just love. I love all the moderators that come and help out with that group. So yeah, I'm just so thrilled that we've gotten a year under our belt. So thank you, Bobby, for opening up this space for us to share and to learn. It's been a great year.
Awesome, great. So what we're going to do today is that we have a bit of an agenda today. So today what we're going to do is obviously start with some introductions to who we are, and then we're going to share a little bit about the TLB Club, and Melanie's going to talk about that. And then I'm going to talk briefly about what to expect 2022, and then I'm willing to answer any questions you might have. And we might hear from some people in terms of what the benefits are of being part of the club. So what I'll do now is I'll turn it over to Melanie, and I'll start to share my screen, which is going to be a PowerPoint that she's prepared, and we'll go from there. Sound good? Sound good, Melanie?
Sounds good.
All right. Let's do this. There we go.
Yep. So really part of tonight is we are approaching our year anniversary. It got started on New Year's Eve, so 365. And part of purpose for tonight was really to answer a lot of questions, but also let you know what is TLB? What is the Thought Leadership Branding Club? It's more than just a club that it's grown from Clubhouse. It's grown from LinkedIn Mastery, which is our longest running room. So that's what we wanted to share with you is, kind of like answer your questions of like, did you know? Because I think that's important for you to understand if you are, partaking in this and you want to know more about us. So we'd love to share those facts with you. So the first thing is we now have over 19,000, almost 20,000 members on Clubhouse in less than 1 year. And that's if you really think about that, that's a pretty remarkable feat, in all honesty, to think like in 365 days, growing from 0 to almost 20,000 members. So it's continuously grown. Bobby, our founder, is also an expert in thought leadership, and he is a 5-time TEDx speaker, and in fact just recently hosted an event giving several of us the opportunity, plus our members, opportunity to learn about how they could become a TEDx speaker and the things that they need to know, as well as how to come up with your topic. And the third one is that we do host over 35 weekly sessions on Clubhouse. And, and this varies from week to week, depending on what your own personal schedule is. I think some people think when they come to like, oh, moderating room, like, I'm not sure I can handle that responsibility. Of course, life happens, things come up. You may need to change your schedule. You may not be able to host a room one week, and that's okay. Our schedule does fluctuate from week to week with our hosts, but that's the beauty of having a community. It's also the beauty of having a strong membership in the club, in Clubhouse, is that you have a place to go to share your thoughts and to, showcase the areas that you're a subject matter expert with. So our goal is to give you all the tools, the knowledge, the expert, bring you the experts, create a community to really help not only you build a greater thought leadership brand for you, but your business and your team. And I think that's really also one of those things that's really important, whether you're a lead moderator or you're just a listener. What we want you to be able to do from every single one of our rooms, whether it's from career coaching to business resilience to LinkedIn mastery, we want you to be able to walk away with something that you can actually tangibly put into effect in the next, into your daily life as as an individual, but also as a professional. LinkedIn Mastery is our longest running daily room. So it runs 7 days a week. It runs every single day of the week at 4 p.m. Eastern, and it features some of the best LinkedIn experts and influencers on the platform. Leanne mentioned that she is one of our lead mods on Monday, which they focus on mindset, imposter syndrome, and confidence. So it's not just all talk about how to, what to post or how to post. Roy and myself, we actually co-mod on Saturdays, and we often talk about networking and building relationships. But we also have Judy Fox, who is a renowned LinkedIn expert. And on Wednesdays, she answers everybody's questions, from the simplest questions, and then we dive deep into really more technical questions. So we really cover the broad range of topics, as well as bringing you a long list of experts every single day of the week at 4 p.m. Eastern. So one of the things that I don't think that a lot of people know, there's a ton of ways that you can join this community. So first off, you can become a member. You can become a member on our on Clubhouse. You can access the rooms. You can listen to the replays. And so that's the first and foremost. So if you haven't already done so, definitely make sure you're a member of the Clubhouse, of the club on Clubhouse. You can also become a guest speaker. And that's definitely something we're going to be looking for in 2022, is we want to bring more of the best to you, our listeners, and to our community. So if you are a subject matter expert in a particular topic, we want you to be able to showcase you. You can also sponsor a room, a series, or a special event. And as Roy mentioned, him and Bobby are teamed together to create sponsorship and partnership opportunities. And we offer, have a lot of different ideas of how to do this. Mentioned the TEDx event that we had had recently, that's another example of ways that you can, be able to showcase yourself. And then also, lastly, you can host your own regular room and become a member of our lead moderator community. For example, we have Ken here who's starting off his room. He's had 2 rooms already this week, or 2 rooms so far this month. And there's a lot of benefits that Bobby's going to be talking about that as you can, once you're a lead moderator, what does that mean? How do you become one? And that's where you're going to probably, I'm going to be honest, where you're going to get the most bang for your buck in terms of investment of your time, as well as, both on a professional as well as on a personal level. So there's definitely benefits to hosting your own room. And Bobby, were you going to take this one? Or I'm on this. I forgot my.
No, this is your page. I'm on the next page.
This is mine. Okay. So I was like, am I on the next one? But so when you host your own room, so I do host a room. I host a room on Thursdays at 7 p.m. It's called LinkedIn 101, Becoming a LinkedIn Rock Star. And I started this with this idea of like what this room was an idea for those individuals that didn't, necessarily were maybe intimidated by the LinkedIn mastery or weren't quite ready for it. So when I did, I ended up getting all these amazing benefits by becoming a host. And it has definitely changed my career, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. One of the things that you get is you do get access to a weekly 1-hour coaching collaboration call, not only with these amazing experts that we have live today, but with Bobby himself. And a lot of times, I'll be very honest with you, Bobby will give you one-on-one attention, help answer, really make you think about how you want to promote yourself, how you want to promote your business, and what are your goals on being on Clubhouse. And the next, you also get a private WhatsApp group for the community. So we probably have over 30 some leaders in the WhatsApp group. It continues to grow, but it's a place that you can go for questions, support. If you have, even the simplest question of like, hey, what's happening on LinkedIn? Is this happening? Do you see this on your profile, or what's up with this new feature? We have Bobby that provides us with training, but we also have just a group that is there to support you. If you're starting a new room, we want to be able to provide you that support, but we also want to be able to answer your questions and also just be your cheerleaders. And, let's face it, everyone here needs a lot of cheerleaders in their back pocket. The other benefit of being a lead mod in a room is that you will be featured on our website. We'll share your bio, we'll share links, we'll share your Clubhouse link, as well as you'll be featured on multiple social media platforms, such as our LinkedIn, which you can share to your followers, as well as on Instagram. And then, what comes with just hosting your own room is the elevated brand recognition by aligning with established, not only on Clubhouse, but we're also, and Bobby will mention this a little bit later, is we are going to be expanding to other social audio apps. We've all heard, or we all have on our wish list that, when is LinkedIn going to bring it? We all know that they will be bringing it. From what I hear in the chatter is probably sometime in 2022. And the question here is really, who's going to be ready for it? And I will tell you, TLB Group is going to be ready to make that transition, and is going to be able to make that transition very easily because we already have a format, we already have plans, we have a calendar, so we know how to optimize a social audio app. And lastly, you get access to our resources, not just the community, but tools. You also get to have that one-on-one direction. So if, for example, whether it's your personal development or business development growth, you have access to listening in, not just as a listener, but you're also, those lead moderators often know who you are and will often, give you kind of that special attention. They'll recognize you. But also, when you have in the WhatsApp group, which we just had this happen, where we were multiple people, we all said, hey, I need a business coach. There were 3 or 4 business coaches that literally stepped up and said, let me talk to you. Let me give you some ideas. Let me hear what you need. And so that is such an amazing community that you don't have to necessarily search far and wide, but you've got people right there that are willing to work with you and really willing to help you grow.
All right, so hopefully I was a good slide sorter guy for you. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. So the other thing, though, is that we have other lead mod benefits. So basically, people who are now hosting regular rooms and become part of this inner circle of lead moderators who are running. There's about 50 of us, and we have the WhatsApp channel for 24/7 support and sharing knowledge. We also have the weekly coaching collaboration call where people can collaborate with each other, give each other ideas, offer support. Sometimes we just check in with each other because during the pandemic it's a little bit crazy this way, but we're trying to add even more value to being part of this community. So number one, we've already done training, we're now offering sessions on several topics, including Clubhouse for social audio for newbies, how to rock your rooms, how to promote and grow your room, how to deal with sensitive topics or challenging rooms or maybe even people. How do we integrate your digital presence and your brand with your Clubhouse room? Leveraging other social audio apps that are going to be expanding. How to monetize and grow your club within your room, and then of course growing your own club on Clubhouse, which is a training I've done before. And again, if you have any questions, comment below we'd love to, in fact, in the comments, we see a few people watching. We'd love for you to just say hello, tell us where you're calling in from, where you're watching, and then share a comment or a question on what's going on. We'd love to hear from you. The other thing that we're doing is to give, again, this is just for people who are part of the lead moderator community. So now we're putting together PDFs to help you grow your business brand. So we're starting with 5 new ones that we're launching. We're going to be launching more of these. So I created one. It's a 2-pager specifically on the power of social audio, and also I share the business case and how to monetize it. And so if anyone wants that PDF, join the club, be a lead moderator, apply to be a lead moderator, host a regular room, and then you'll get access to all that amazing stuff. So, and I know other people are, and Lynn's created one on job searching, and I know Roy's created one. So we're all creating different types of things to help you with your business or brand. And then the other thing we're doing is, again, we're also offering discounts on external seminars. We're trying to do external events. And so specifically, we did a how to land your first TEDx talk training. It was a workshop. And for the public, there was a certain price, but for the people who are part of the inner circle of lead moderators, they got a very huge discount. And so that's another way we provide value to people and have that membership, have its privileges. So there's a lot of value you're getting from being part of the club, whether you're part of the monthly or you pay the annual membership fee. But the whole idea is that we're trying to help you grow your brand, your business with Clubhouse, with social audio, and beyond, integrating with LinkedIn and other different platforms. So we're trying to provide as much value as we can to this exclusive and amazing community that we have. And coming up soon we have a website called Thought Leadership Brand Club. And we're actually going to be launching this really cool video where we share a bit about who we are and what we're all about and our values. So I'm very excited about that one as well. So there's lots going on, and we're really excited to serve that value. So what's the future of the TLB Club? Well, initially the Thought Leadership Brand Club was launched as Thought Leadership Brand Club on Clubhouse. And if you look at the LinkedIn page, that's what it's called. But I think that has to change. The reason is because, I've actually been dabbling in other social audio apps. So now we're going to expand to all social audio. So even with our training, which was originally Clubhouse focused, but now it's like, well, if you're hosting a room in social audio, what does it mean? So we're gonna start expanding Twitter Spaces. I'm hosting a room there now every week on Mondays, and it's a great place to be. It's different, but it's a great place to be. And soon we are also going to focus on helping you, grow and expand and leverage LinkedIn audio at launch. So now we don't know when it's going to show up, but I did hear from powers that be that it would come sometime in the year. We also don't know how good it's going to be or how bad it's going to be. So, but the point is, with the training, with the support, with the coaching, and having people be really, really good at social audio, you will be ready to leverage that one too, if you want to do that. I mean, some people just want to focus on Twitter Spaces, some people just want to focus on Clubhouse, and that's fine too. Also, when we look at our training, we're going to expand the training to focus on 2 key areas. Number one, social audio expansion. So we'll probably put together training specifically on Twitter Spaces, another one specifically on LinkedIn audio. We may want to do one that's even something outside of this one, maybe something for Green Room, for Spotify Green Room. But again, we're going to, have new training for that social audio expansion. And number 2, and this is a really important focus, how do you integrate social audio into your brand or business. I'll tell you what I do. What I typically do is I use LinkedIn as my primary tool for creating content, strategic networking, and connecting and demonstrating my thought leadership and expertise with my content. But then I invite people to Clubhouse, where we start to deepen that relationship and build that community and build trust. And I find it works a lot better on social audio to do that, whether it's Clubhouse or Twitter Space. It's been really, really good. And in that PDF that I talked about, I'll share the business case in terms of how I spent 1/6 of the time on social audio compared to LinkedIn, and I also 10x my business compared to what I was getting from LinkedIn. So it's an incredible case study that you may want to take a look at. And so and I use Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces to again build that trust with the community. I'll then use Twitter to amplify my reach. I also use Instagram to share stories and posts and whatnot, but and send messages to people. But that integration is really, really key. So I want to make sure we teach people how to integrate this into your brand or business. A social audio room is just like any content. Whether you spend it on a newsletter or a free webinar or a video post or a live stream, or you create text-based content or polls, whatever you're doing to create content, social audio rooms are fantastic content. And they're great for building trust and building community. That's why I'm a big believer in it. And I personally believe that social audio is the new stories. When stories launched years ago, about 5 to 7 years ago with Snapchat and Instagram, it was a great way to show people behind the scenes, start to entice conversations and build DMs. And next thing you know, you have a relationship. And that's why LinkedIn and Twitter also took it on, Facebook too. And so stories are great. But now, to me, social audio is the new game changer. And I encourage all of you to get on board and join us for that. The other thing we're trying to do is diversify our industry. So in the beginning, we started out with LinkedIn Mastery, and a lot of the rooms were LinkedIn focused. And then we slowly expanded to different areas like communication skills. We did one on mental fitness and mindset. We did stuff on coaching. We did stuff on career growth and things like that, which is great. But we really want to expand into the idea that anyone who's a thought leader or wants to run a room where they feature thought leaders from a certain industry should host a room in our club. We're the Thought Leadership Brand Club. So if you're a thought leader in finance, cybersecurity, NFTs, recruiting, technology, healthcare, anything that you're an expert on, or you want to create a room on an area where you invite industry leaders to come talk and share their knowledge, that's what we want to diversify, so that you are now part of the Thought Leadership Brand Club. You're bringing thought leaders who have a brand in specific areas of expertise, and we want to diversify and have more rooms like that. So if you know someone or you want to do that, let us know, and you can also go to our website and apply to host a room. And then finally, the TLB Conference 2022, like, whoa, can we actually meet in person? When it's safe, in person even beats audio. As much as we're promoting audio, we love audio. In person is the best. So if we are in a safe position, we would love to have a big event with a big conference. I think that would be super awesome. And it's actually quite amazing because everyone on this call, so right now on this call we have Melanie and Lynn and Roy. Leanne was here earlier. Exactly 1 year ago today, I never knew these people. Didn't know who they were. In fact, it's become a bit of a family. Like the people on Clubhouse that I've been doing social audio with, they become part of my family, part of my team. It's actually been quite amazing. I've met so many amazing people from these rooms, and I just can't believe that I didn't know these people a year ago today, and they're just some of my favorite people that I hang out with. And so, yeah, to see them in person. I've had the pleasure of meeting Ilya and Lynn and Leanne in person. They just happened to be in town. We met up, and it was amazing. But everyone else, I can't wait to meet you, Melanie. I can't wait to meet you, Roy. I can't wait to meet these people. So someday we're going to have this conference. It's going to be awesome. So I'm really excited about that. And again, if you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear your comments on the stream. Just put your comments in there, ask questions. We'd love to kind of hear from you. You can also do it afterwards when you see the replay on our company page. So this is our website, the Thought Leadership Branding Club, and we encourage you to check it out. It has all the information about who we are, what we do, all the lead moderators, all the team, the different services we offer, the benefits of being part of it, and we encourage you to check out the website and join us today. So that's all I wanted to share for today on the presentation. Anything that you guys want to add that I may have missed, or just maybe add your own perspective on things?
Absolutely. So we also have an Instagram page. And if you go to TLB_club, then you can follow that. And we have a hashtag, hashtag TLB Club, all one word. So, please connect with us and follow us so that you can tap in and know what's going on.
Awesome. Thanks so much. How about you, Roy? You want to share maybe some experience or, maybe some of the benefits you've seen from being part of the club?
Yeah, absolutely. I can certainly do that. I think that probably, the most important aspect that I've found with the TLB team, and I'm using that word because that's what it is. It's a team of people that will assist each other, that care about each other, and more importantly, lean on each other. When I say lean on each other, if somebody's struggling to be able to get to a room, there's always someone that can pick up the slack and take it from that point of view. But the thing that I think is probably underscored in a huge, big way is you've got these incredible, experienced LinkedIn specialists. Let's take as an example, Bobby, with his knowledge, experience, the amount of, work that he's put in over the years, speaking gigs, teaching people about leadership skills, and you've got access to these people. For me, that is probably the most important thing, is the benefit and the access that you have to these thought leaders on our thought leadership branding team. And that's where I'm positioned. Thank you, Bobby.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing that. I see we have a question actually here from Kamalika, which is, LinkedIn is said to be testing out an audio platform similar to Clubhouse. What would that mean for LinkedIn Mastery Rooms of Clubhouse? More broadly, what would your recommendation in terms of a strategy? Leverage our audience on LinkedIn or continue to grow a presence at Clubhouse? Well, that's a great question. So, LinkedIn Mastery, we decided to do every day this year. We started on New Year's Day, January 1st, and we're going to end on New Year's Eve. So that'll be a party. We invite you all to come to that. That'll be kind of fun. But moving forward, I think daily is hard to do, but I'll confer with all the different LinkedIn Mastery people that are there in terms of what they want to do, what they want to commit to. I mean, we always recommend doing a weekly room and minimally bi-weekly, but I think weekly is enough to get people's attention. It's just like, again, having a bi-weekly newsletter. It's like having, twice daily content. Having a weekly room where people can talk to you or, is an important thing to have as part of your strategy. Now, that said, moving forward, I think that we're talking about expansion of Twitter Spaces. I'm going to recommend we host a LinkedIn Mastery session on Twitter Space once a week. And so that's going to be part of the, the schedule of what we're doing. And then if LinkedIn Audio opens up, I think obviously there should be a LinkedIn Mastery session there. Now, how do we split the time? Well, that's to be determined, but, probably there's going to be a mix, right? There's going to be a mix of people that, because, the truth is, I mean, still, Clubhouse has 35 million people, and Twitter has, hundreds of million people that can use Twitter Spaces. So there's benefit for that, and there's also benefit for doing it on LinkedIn. I'm using Twitter Spaces because I have 500,000 followers on Twitter. So when I run a room, I can attract quite a bit of attention to what I'm doing, and I've built that up. And those of us who want to use LinkedIn, I think they should. I personally believe that LinkedIn audio won't be as good as Clubhouse, or like Clubhouse's singular focus is all about social audio. Whereas LinkedIn and Twitter Spaces, they have this gigantic social network platform. Now they have a lot of money, but it's not their primary focus. So there's benefits, and again, that's in that PDF I made. If you want to become a member, I'll give it to you guys. But I lay out the difference between Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces and what's the difference. But I think that in to me the future of LinkedIn Mastery could be something like, let's say 3 times a week on Clubhouse, twice a week on LinkedIn, once a week on Twitter Spaces, or some sort of mix of that thing. And I think it's going to evolve as people want to do stuff, because the truth is, it runs with the people. If the people want to do it and run it, then great, right? I mean, Judy Fox is running a fantastic room every Wednesday. If she wants to keep doing it, then she will. If the mindset people on Monday, or Bryn doing social selling on Friday, if she wants to keep doing it on Clubhouse or switching it up or mixing it up, I mean, again, all power to you guys. I mean, we have a lot of LinkedIn experts who are on here leveraging it. So I think, to me, but in terms of a strategy, like I do rooms on Clubhouse, but now I do a weekly room on Twitter Spaces. If LinkedIn Audio shows up, I will definitely be doing a room on LinkedIn Audio, because again, we are the premier club for social audio. We're the Thought Leadership Brand Club. So we want to be ahead of the game and be ready to go. And that's why we're training everybody, because as soon as it comes, we will be ready to go. And we're going to, make sure myself and everyone else in our community is going to be able to leverage that as best they can. So those are probably my thoughts on that. I think that, Clubhouse still to me is going to be the premier source for social audio, only because of the fact that, they have the $4 billion valuation. They're going to take that money and invest everything in social audio. There's some things they could do, and they're constantly innovating all the time, whereas Twitter Space is a little bit slower. And we know how LinkedIn, when they evolve stories or groups, whatever, like, it's probably slower. So that would be my take. I wouldn't put all my eggs in the LinkedIn audio. I mean, just like stories, people put money in and then our time in it, and then it's gone. So we don't know how that's going to be. But I think that you should consider, as soon as it starts something weekly. Start a weekly room on LinkedIn audio. That would be my recommendation. Anybody else have any other thoughts on that, or just my thoughts? No, nobody has thoughts. Okay, cool. Well, if anybody has any, more than welcome. And sorry, Melanie, maybe you were going to share something. Share a bit about your kind of take or perspective on benefits that you've seen.
Yeah, I mean, when I started, I really was trying to grow myself on LinkedIn, to be honest. I was on a kind of a different LinkedIn journey. And, I always use Lynn as an example. With her non-profit, I had the opportunity to, again, didn't know anybody that's up here prior to the beginning of this year. But Lynn and I connected as, fellow career coaches, and she gave me the opportunity to speak to her club on multiple occasions, which was an amazing opportunity to be able to give back to job seekers. I was able to connect with a few of those individuals as well and build relationships. And all of that started because of TLB. I'm sure Lynn and I maybe would have come across each other at some point, but we, we're able to have these conversations and connect in a much quicker and a much personal way. And so, those opportunities I really attribute to having been on, having gotten with this group of amazing individuals. And, and it, I think, can be sometimes people think, oh, you're being cheesy by saying it's it's like a family, it's it's amazing team, but it really truly is. It really, and it's probably, it's truly authentic. It's just, completely, we've had just an amazing opportunity to get to know one another. And, it's definitely led, and even my rooms and being in other people's rooms throughout TLB has led to business for myself. And so I've gained clients like that. And, and truthfully, I'm at the very bottom of that iceberg. I haven't even really tried chipping away at it. And so that's, a goal of mine coming 2022 is to be able to build a bigger presence. And again, all of that I attribute to TLB. So.
And there's even more stuff happening with the advent of replays and clips, because now what happens is we can download all the replays of the rooms. We can host, we can find clips from them, share them with our network, put them on our website. And so we're going to be doing that too. I forgot to mention that. That's another thing that's going on. We have replays and clips of all the rooms. And so that's kind of exciting too. Lynn, you're going to say something.
Yes, I'm going to echo a couple things that Melanie said. I too have gotten personal business and clients, as well as members for the Great Careers Group of nonprofit because of my presence as a moderator in the TLB Club. So, I'm a servant leader and a community builder first and foremost, but I think you reap what you sow. So you put it out there, and it's actually come back to me. So I am just thrilled with the community that I've built, as well as the family that we've built on this team. So thank you, everyone, and hope everybody has a happy holiday.
Awesome. So I think at this point, if there are no other questions, I think we'll end the call today. But it's kind of our first time doing a live stream on the company page. So it's kind of exciting. And if you enjoyed this conversation and you want to learn more about what Thought Leadership Brand Club is all about, go to our website, thoughtleadershipbrand.club. reach out to any one of us and follow us and see if you have any questions about what the experience is like and how we can help you grow your brand or business, because social audio is here to stay. It's an incredible way to build trust and authentic communities and to integrate well with your business brand. And so I highly encourage you to learn more about it and get the support from us in terms of the coaching calls, the private WhatsApp group, 24/7 questions and support, collaborate with all the people that are here, you leverage the knowledge of the training that we're doing, leverage the knowledge of the PDFs we're giving you to make the most use of the valuable community that we have. So with that, I think we'll close for tonight. Thanks everybody for being here. Check out the links, check out the website, and we'll see you guys. Have yourself a wonderful holiday, and maybe we'll see you on New Year's Eve for our big LinkedIn Mastery celebration for 365. All right, thanks everybody. So long. Bye, Melanie. Bye, Roy. Bye, Lynn.
See ya.
Okay, we're ending in 2 seconds.